Okay, in today's video, I am going to give you a little beginner's knowledge at picking an NS-14 Lishi lockpick. Usually Nissan. I guess there's a couple other models that use this style. I'm going to try to give you a good descriptive understanding for beginners, because it really sucks. First off, if you're doing an old block in a car, you're just beginning this, there's some things you should know. Old locks get gummed up and nasty from time and dirt, so you need to clean them out with just a sec. This is what came recommended to me. Okay, you spray it inside the lock. I guess it doesn't come with a tube. That kind of sucks. I didn't know that. That kind of sucks. Okay, well, I'm hoping that has a hole for it. If not, you're going to have to figure out a way to get that inside the lock. That could be tricky. Don't get it on your paint. Again, don't get it on your paint. You should be able to stick a straw in the front, hopefully. I'm just beginning, so bear with me. But I wanted to give you a comprehensive look at what's going on with picking locks for beginners. Okay, so again, this is a Nissan lock. You're gonna take this and kind of put your finger here. You're gonna carefully slide it into the lock. Okay. Now this is all about finesse, really. It really is. It's about finesse, and with a Nissan lock, it's about not too much tension. So, these are your scales. This one usually, unless the lock is upside down, you'll be able to find which way you're pushing or pulling from, just by feeling the spring. See, there's a spring there. So you know you're pushing this way, you're pushing up that way, and you know you're going away from the number on most of these Lishis. So you can start from the front or the back, because you're going to end up going back and forth. But, you know, I'll start from the front this time. Okay, so then again, with very light tension. Okay, just a little tiny bit. You want to feel around. And it's kind of springy, so you're going to just leave it alone. Yeah, that's springy. And again, that one's kind of springy. And again, I'm only exerting a little tiny bit of tension. Okay, and I just moved. It just moved into place. If you watched it, you could see that it kind of rotated the barrel a little bit. So that one's kind of springy, but yeah, it was pickable. Okay, and it's kind of, the most important thing is when you feel that resistance, you're only going to want to move it like one of those dial movements, or you're going to overshoot and push it too far. And sometimes it won't go into place. You got to let up the tension and kind of give it a little wiggle walkie, and it'll kind of help it into place. Now, some of them, they're going to be all the way up in one. Okay, and that's going to like really confuse you, because it's going to be hard for you to obtain because you don't really understand what you need to feel for. And it's hard to feel for it. Okay, and again, you're looking for like a little bit of springy. That one's hard to tell. I think it's already picked though. Yeah, that one feels like it's already picked. All right, 7 feels good to go. So again, you're gonna want to snap. A little more rotation. I just saw the barrel move a little bit. So that looked good. That's positive. And the thing is to just like, don't give up, because it's hard. At first, you're gonna be like, oh, frustrated, you know. You're gonna want to give up because it takes a minute to figure it out. It's a mechanical feeling in your hand. And you got to be patient. It doesn't come real easy. There you go. Okay, so that's how you pop the lock. Very carefully, just with finesse and love, is the most important thing. Okay, and then I can't really show you how, but you're gonna want to go to the direction you pushed in, and you push the dial up, and that's gonna indicate where everything is. 10 is a 1. And you kind of wiggle it over the top of it. 9 is a 2. 8's a 3. 7's a 4. 6 is a 2. And again, you're going to want to walk it down to right where you feel it start to have a little resistance, like that spring load. And then push it up and down a little bit, give it a little wiggle, and it'll pop back to the place where it seems to be pulling the number from. Uh-oh. And I just popped the lock again. But anyways, okay. So, again, to get your numbers, this one's 3, is 4, 3, 2, looks like a 2, 7 looks, but you get the gist of it. But the main thing is just to be consistent. Just little tiny bit of finger pull on this lock. Just takes a little bit of force. The thing is don't over push the wafer. If it's moving more than, you know, one of these little dial pins, you probably, between here and here, between 4 and 3 is where you want to see it go. If you're making contact at 4, then you want to push to 3. And then you're in the right spot. And then you'll feel that little spring tension coming back at you. Like that. Just a little, you know. And you'll know you're on it because it'll move just about 1. And then you go on to the next one. And that's pretty much it. Just don't get frustrated. Again, just to show you, this is, you know, this is a working lock. If I stick another key in there, it won't turn. Well, I mean, yeah, it won't turn. You just have to believe me. These are all brand new sets. You can get these from UHS. I'm not promoting them. I'm just saying, if you want to learn how to do this and you want to be a real locksmith like I do, you got to do this, because breaking into force entry into cars is BS. It's no bueno. You're going to do damage part of the time. Their doors are going to whistle. People are going to find a problem with it because there might be a problem with it. You're going to get a whistling door seal or something, you know, a ripped door seal. So your best bet is to Lishi the lock. No, it's difficult, but it's doable. You just be patient and diligent, and you got to, I mean, it took me 3 days after I got the kit and many, many hours of just like sitting there. The main thing is just light touch, moving it, making sure it only moves 1 bar. And if you overshoot it, you should be able to see that you overshoot it and look for the difference when you overshoot. And you can kind of wiggle it back and it'll drop back into place. And you just got to keep going back and forth, back and forth until you get all those tumblers in line. And as you go and it gets in line, it'll rotate the barrel a little bit. And then sometimes you're going to have tumblers drop back in that you've already done a lot of the time. So again, you have to go back and forth from side end to end. Now, all Lishis work differently. Some have 2 dials on them. This one has 2 different arms and dials. Oh, and you have to be able to use them. Okay, it's the same complex, or it's the same concept, pardon me, but it's got 2 arms, okay? And again, there's, I don't know, I think the complete thing is for just doors is 25 different Lishis. So, anyways, that's it. If you enjoyed and you liked and you felt like you got some knowledge from this, there will be more coming your way. I am very, very much into learning things that are beneficial. And I think it's great to learn. Learning is the most wonderful thing in the world. Keeps me going in this crazy world. So, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more, hit like, subscribe. Hell, I mean, I'm going to keep on going. This is just one lock. As I learn locks, I guess, again, NSN-14 is the lock you want to learn on. This is the most simple, uncomplex lock. Okay? So, learn this one first, because if not, you get frustrated and you'll be discouraged and it'll be hard for you. I mean, it was hard for me. Some people just pick it up right away. It may not be hard for everyone, but it'll make it more complicated either way. All right, again, have a wonderful day or night, whatever it may be. Peace out. Thanks again. If you made it to this point, appreciate you watching the whole way.